to script, and I don't like to, I don't like to edit. So I'm doing another live stream to talk about my hair. And I just want to do a few things while I'm here, and maybe people will join. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. Very exciting. It's Sunday. It's beautiful outside. I don't think it's quite as hot as normal here in Phoenix, but I should hold this up. Should I hold this up? Will people see this? I don't know how this works on the live streams. Anyway, so I'm having some coffee, which I should not have because I have acid stomach. Nobody's here, so I'm going to just talk about weird stuff like that. It's a gorgeous Sunday. I do not have to get up to go to work tomorrow. I'm so happy about that. I will miss working with the students, but I will not miss getting up at 5:30 in the morning. There's no sugar. I ran out of sugar. And I don't use sugar. I use artificial sweetener. Whatever. I make that face because, whatever you use, whatever's good for you. Anywho, I will also be possibly working out my arms. I probably should have put that in the comments, but whatever. So what I'm doing today is I want to do a better video on these compression hose. So I'm going to just do a little video right now, and I'll edit it out later. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. 3 reasons why I like and approve the Job Support hose. 1, quality. Look at this. This is a nice thick material, and it has 2. It has a nice foot. See how nice this foot is? Nice and foot. It's nice and durable. And 3, true to size. I do not have to order petite, even though I'm 5 feet tall. I just went by the measurements on the box, and it fits me really nice. So I am very petite, but I have a big bill. Sorry, I do not have a stutter. I do have a little bit of a plus size belly because I am, how do you say, overweight. And these fit really, really nice. They took me 6 minutes to put them on. I could not get them on any faster, and the directions say to put them on inside out. There's a specific way to do it, and I could not figure out how to do that. So I imagined that you're not supposed to pull on this fabric, and that will shorten the product length. There we go. I just did a little short while I'm doing it live. Was that a short? I don't know. Hey, somebody's here. Put some comments in here about what you want to talk about, what you want to hear me talk about. I am here to help you have a more interesting, entertaining, whatever, Sunday. So put something in there and I'll talk about it. And even if you don't, I will never run out of things to talk about. Thank you for being here. Here's my little ghost. Boo. I finally ordered, I splurged, and I ordered, it's almost going to be impossible for you to see, but these are, make sure I hold this up right. These are amigurumi eyes in different shapes. And then these are the backs. But usually, hi Random, how's it going? I usually don't use these, or have not used these in the past because they are a bit thick. And I wanted to make things that were baby safe. I was really into this kick about just making things that were baby safe. I don't know why. So they come in all these little teeny tiny sizes. So that's what I'm going to work on today. There's one that's really small. And I am going to finally finish my not good. Oh, I'm sorry. Is there anything that I can help you with that would make your day better? You just want someone to talk to? Talk to me. I'm sorry that you're not having a good day. So I'm gonna actually finish this octopus that I made. Oh, you have the flu. I'm so sorry. Do you have the norovirus, the throwing up flu, or do you have like the fever and ache flu? I'm a teacher, and every time one of those kids sneezes or coughs, oh God, it's terrifying because, the incubation period. Now there's COVID too. I'm so sorry. Yeah, that's rough. Oh, yeah, my daughter is into sewing. My daughter just finished making a dress for me that she designed all by herself. I keep telling her she needs to have a channel because um, she can create patterns that can be made for manufacturing. Like, I don't know all the words for it, but um, she has templates, and then I don't know the right words for it, but it can be used to make other patterns. So it's not like you get the pattern and that you buy at the store or download or whatever. Anyway, yeah, I'm sorry. It's rough when you can't do the things that you love to do or the things that help you relax. So I feel your pain. So like I said, I'm going to work on my yeah. Oh yeah, well, don't take aspirin because that's not good. Um, but I would say here's my mom advice. Hi, Francisco. Thank you for all the hearts. My suggestion would be to drink a lot of fluid because when you are sick, your body, I guess, uses more fluid. Drink a lot of fluid, and just if you can, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Just rest. That's the best thing to do when you're sick like that. Let your body get over what it's dealing with, and sometimes unfortunately, you just got to let these things run its course, and that's a bummer. I don't get the flu, which is weird. I had an Uncle Baby, who died in 19. I don't know what year he died in. I'm going to say 1925. He died from the flu. He died from dehydration from the flu, or just from the flu during, And so I don't get the flu. I had the flu actually once, October 30th, 1988. I remember because I thought I was dying from toxic shock syndrome because that was in all the news. And yeah, he died. He was, yeah, in the 1920s, before aspirin, I think, was even invented. And he was a baby. And yeah, so that's sad. Well, yeah, people die from the flu, right? Horrible. So yeah, I never obviously met him. I'm not that old, but he was just called Uncle Baby, and we didn't even actually talk about him. His picture was up at my grandmother's house, and then I think it caused stress. Or like, where's that person? Who's that? So they took that picture down, which I think was kind of sad. But yeah, and yeah, there's not. I don't know if you're in the United States or I don't know what country you're in, but you can always go to an urgent care. But I think really for the flu, they just talk. Well, you know what? I'm wrong. I don't know. Maybe they do have an antiviral for the flu now. I don't know because I don't get it. I don't keep up with it. And my kids are adults. I don't know what they do anymore with the flu. I have to ask them. I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you could treat the symptoms, but I would just suggest resting at home and just kind of dealing with it like that. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You know. Maybe it's your body's way of saying, slow down. So I took apart this bottom part of my octopus, and these are his temporary eyes. And I'm going to put on these other eyes, and I'm going to just put it on. Did I draw on this? I think that's even a marker. That's funny. Oh. Yeah. Is there okay, yeah, I think there is a shot for it, but I think you have to go and get it like really early for the antivirals to work. I know I've had shingles, like not exaggerating, like 15 times, with like 5 times actually being confirmed by the doctor. Like I used to get shingles so much that I just had the antiviral pills at home, and I still have like a little barometer right here underneath. Here. Look, it's right here, right underneath my bra band, whatever. When I'm feeling too stressed, I will start acting up, and then I know I have to. Oh my God, AZ Clapper, oh, this is a G-rated stream, so I'm going to take by your name that you think this is something different. This is a G stream. Please do not pollute my stream with any kind of adult activity suggestions. Just go somewhere else. Anyway, hello, welcome to the stream. If that is not your intent, sorry. People will judge you on the name, your name that you use. Oh, look, it's a nice person. Hello, we're just here talking. One of my viewers here has the flu, which really stinks. I'm in Phoenix, and it's so hot that if you get sick in the summertime, it's like, you can't go outside anyway. You have to do everything at night. I'm just picking out a crochet hook. Here is my toolbox. And pretty sure I need a 4. What is this little tool? All right. Anyway, yeah, here's my 4. I like this because it has like a larger handle on it, so that if you have, yeah, just doing some random stuff. I'm doing okay, man. I am up. This is how I'm doing. I'm wearing a bra and I have a pair of shoes on. So yeah, it's a good day. I did my last day of teaching on Dungeons and Dragons. I don't play that game. My son-in-law is really into Dungeons and Dragons. But yeah, I don't play those games because I don't have patience for it. As you could probably tell, I have, well, I don't know if you can't tell, I have, Yaneth, you're back. Hi, how are you? I don't see okay, after the stream is over, I don't see any messages anymore unless I go into my editing and like look at it, and I'm just, oh my God, I'm just not really good at editing. Then I have to sit there and listen to my voice. Someone else who is a tuber. I don't know what that is. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who did. Okay. What was I talking about? Oh, I'm working on my little octopus guy because I'm very excited that I have not only the eyes, I also have this big clump of magnets. So I want to put a magnet in him. Well, not in this one, but in another one, so that it can like hold hands with one of its friends, or I could put it in like one of these kind. Well, here's my turtle. Look how cute that is. I made this a really long time ago with this hook. This hook is so old it's still metal. Now that I think they're usually, I shouldn't say that, they're whatever. There's fuzz on here. Anyway, look how cute he is. Okay. I would put it in one of these so that it could hold hands with this one. Look how cute that would be because they're friends. Look how cute. I think of kids all the time. Oh, thank you. Is to Yo-Yo is my friend. Okay, I don't understand. I'm not going to read all the comments out because sometimes I read them wrong because it's so small. I don't want to stick my face in too close. So I'm going to try and put these on properly. I had to take some of this apart, which is not a problem, to redo. And then I can stuff it. Look how cute this little octopus is. There's a really fancy octopus pattern that's going around. And, yeah, I don't have the patience for that. That would take too long. I have to be here. Oh, nice person. Thank you. Did you lose a dare? Did someone dare you to go onto a channel with an old person talking? That's pretty funny. Anyway, I appreciate you being here, whatever your reason is for, I do have a TikTok channel. I do not like TikTok. TikTok for me is, I think as an older person, it's too fast. The volume always changes. Too many commercials. It's a super awkward. It's super, oh no. Aunt Ethel. Ethel Barrymore? That's a famous actress, so thank you for thinking I'm part of the Barrymore family. Like Drew Barrymore? Yeah, thank you. Hey, loving the stream. Just quickly, any tips on how I can get my dad to stop getting super jealous every time my sister and I sleep together? Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't have an answer for that. Please. Yeah, just don't do it. I don't know. That's weird. It's weird. As a person who works with children, I would say, do I need to call CPS or your family's thing? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, Thank you for liking. I'll sub, and no, it wasn't a dare, just scrolling through my feed. Oh, okay, thank you. It's absolutely Gunter. Gunter Schmeckel. Do you know Yiddish is its own language? It's a German language. I used to think it was a dialect. Schmeckel. Is that from Rick and Morty? I think that's from season 2 of Rick and Morty. Anyway, can you please not do? Oh, you know what? I've just. You look old. Thank you. I am old, and one day you will be old too. In fact, you're gonna live most of your life as an old person. So get used to it. Okay, I'm gonna get you, Mr. Gunter, which I love your name, and I am gonna remove you. Can I do that? Oh, Gunter Schmeichel, don't. Okay, but can I put you in the garbage can? And, you're in the garbage can. Isn't that sad? I'll get my, there you go. I removed all your stuff. Okay. It happens to all of us. You look lovely. Live your best life. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the thumbs up. Thank you. Yeah, here's my natural hair. And then this is box color. Because every time I see myself when I let my gray grow out, because I've been gray for a while now, or white. I'm like 50%. So like halfway around. Every time I see myself with my oh my God, with my glasses on and a mirror and bad lighting, it's like, oh God, it's my mother. Anyway. I get asked every day if I'm Jewish. Is there a thing going on? Is there a contest? Am I entered into a contest if I'm Jewish? Because I'll lie. I'm Jewish. Am I in the contest? What do I win? What do I have to do? Do I have to say words? Mazel tov. I don't know any other words. Okay, I'm sorry. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I'm not Jewish. I get asked that every day. I think that's because of the Italian blood. You know, Italy is very close to the Middle East, very close to that whole area in there. So I'm sure, even though my results from my blood are that I am Italian. Oh, wait a minute. I gotta look at the little packages. These are the backs. Okay. Yeah, I don't know how to sketch yours all the time. Grew up with lunch. I grew up with I had friends whose parents had been in concentration camps. And how do I know that? Because they had the tattoo on there. It's very insulting to a Jew. Thank you for calling me cool. Thank you. Thank you very much. I like being cool. All right, so now I'm going to put this in. Can I get this in here? Now he's going to look like he has eyebrows. Okay, that doesn't look good. I'm going to have to use a bigger eye. I drew on this. So now it looks like it has little... Look how cute that is. So with the actual eye. And it's reflecting. It does not have a white circle in it. You can buy them with the white circle. But I'm going to pick up bigger ones. And I'm going to try and be very neat because these are very small and easily vacuumed up. Here, look at this for a minute. Da, 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 da. Okay, why did I do that? I still have to hold my hand. So last week on my anniversary, I would have been married for 36 years. And I've been a widow for 17. So yeah, I'm getting up to where I've been living longer as a widow than as a... I gotta cook dinner for my baby. I'm trying to what to suggest. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. People are very different with their likes and stuff. I would say make sure it looks good because the appeal of it is just as important as the presentation is just as important as the taste. I don't do any cooking because I live alone and I'm too tired to cook. So if you were cooking dinner for me, oh my God, if someone... Once my daughter, who lives across from me, they came over with a plate of food with silverware. with a fork and a knife, and it was just on the dish, and I was just like, oh, and I just ate it. It was great. Otherwise, my dinner would consist of cheese and bread. It's a very German dinner. Oh my God! I just dropped one of the eyes on the floor. Oh my God! Why can't it be made? It's gone forever now. No, I'll find it later. That's all right. If you live in Arizona, I'll drop it off of me. That's all right. That's all right. Yeah, I don't have any suggestions, but if you're gonna cook, make sure if you're telling your person that you're cooking for her, make sure you're actually cooking, not just heating stuff up from a can. But good luck with that. Most women would appreciate a man that cooks for them. My son-in-law is a wonderful cook. Well, he grew up in restaurants, so he should be. So, yeah, thank you for saying that you would drop me off a meal. Arizona is a very large state. What if I live up in the high country? Oh my God, I think these might be too big. Anyway, yeah, what did I have not had breakfast yet today. But there's one eye. I think that's going to be good. But I think this is messed up now because I think I drew on this with a marker. How stupid of me was to do that. So I'm going to flip this around. I'm going to put it on this side. And I'm going to put it up higher, I think. And then I'm going to put the back on. And you got to be careful when you put the... Oh my God, look how cute that is. Hi, can I be your friend? Can I be your friend, please? Okay, sorry. I do scream quite a bit when I'm talking, so I don't know. Because this was made in cheaply in another country, there's not really direction. So I have 3 size backs, and I have 15 different products in here, so I don't know what goes with what. Hello, Miss Hello, hello. So yeah, so you got to be careful when you put these on so that you don't push it too hard, otherwise it looks weird. Anyway, this is going to be really hard to do. You're supposed to do this right after I would have crocheted this row. But like I said, I really was into making sure that if I gave this to a student, because I'm on hiatus from substitute teaching, that if I gave this to a student, that if they had a sibling, I didn't want them to like chew the eye off and choke to death, and then I would be partially at fault. I don't know if this is going to work. You mentioned being Jewish. As food quality ingredients get worse and worse, do you ever find it remarkable that kosher rules protect from so many? Absolutely. I think kosher rules were probably invented because a lot of people back in the day were getting sick. Right? If you think about it, don't eat pork. You know how disgusting pigs were? Up until about, I think, the 80s. You didn't eat pork. Ugh, oh no. There was a whole marketing campaign called The Other White Meat when they cleaned up the pork industry because porks just were contaminated with filth, and pigs will literally eat anything. What kind of pigs? Yeah, no, they'll eat anything. Oh my God, watch Deadwood, the TV show about the fictionalized TV series about the real city of Deadwood, I think in Montana. Okay, it just fell off. It's not going to work. So I'm going to take this off. So yeah, I think a lot of times the diet restrictions, I would agree with you, were made not necessarily so much for specific reasons, religious reasons, but more to protect people from getting unnecessarily sick, and then it kind of turned into a thing. I don't know. So yeah. All right, so let me take this out. That's it. And I can't just undo Mr. Octopus. I would have to undo all the legs too. So I'm probably not going to do that. So this I'm going to call a fail. Yeah. Anyway, going back to the pigs. Pigs were, we never ate pork in our family. Every now and then we would have pork chops, but I think this was after the big cleanup of the pork industry. But you always cooked the pork really well done. Oh, and I worked in a restaurant in the at the Outback Steakhouse in Ohio, and we had to actually ask people if they got ordered the pork chops, how they wanted it cooked. If they wanted it rare, they would get it rare. Rare is a cold red center. And it was really gross out to people like my age who remember, like, you did not eat pork because it was gross. So, because, yeah, that's one reason why I don't eat sushi and stuff, because there could be parasites in it. You don't know who's making your sushi, but you have to go. I mean, in Japan, the sushi restaurants are very regulated and stuff. And here, you can just buy sushi at the gas station. You don't know who's making that. So, hey, if you want to see a good scene about sushi, you should watch the movie Old Boy. Not the remake. The remake's okay, but you need to watch it in its original Korean. And if you don't understand Korean, it's fine. It's a very violent, kind of disgusting, shocking movie to watch, but it's really good. Got a whole scene in there. I'll just tell you what it is. Eating a live octopus. It's alive. It's alive. And you can see him, you can see the tentacles on his face. Just saying. Weird stuff. All right, I'm going to drink some coffee. And, all right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to crochet a little thing. And before I do that, I'm going to show you this. So I saw this online. I was like, that's what it is. I knew I made something. This is a flower that I did not weave. And it's also can be a spinner that you would put on like a wind chime, but it's not a wind chime, and it doesn't make any noise, but it would spin. And I saw this in a video, and I just thought how interesting, because I had something like that. And then you could just lay it down like this. Oops, I did the wrong direction. And it's just a little flower, but if you put other colors on it, so I'm probably going to do a video on that. Oh, what was I saying? Last Friday, sorry. Last Sunday, I had like 5,000 views on my live stream. I was very excited. And I think it was because people tuned in to watch me work out my arms with weights. So I'm going to start doing that because it's kind of horrifying to watch someone work out. Oh, gosh. So I have like a little muscle memory. Anyway, that's what I was talking about. Okay, so Patrick Slattery. Oh, wait, is your friend Jewish? Is she kosher? Do you have 2 sinks? Do you have 2 sets of dishes? What's going on with that? If you don't know what that means, then you are definitely not kosher, and you can just make, whatever she likes. I didn't even read that part. All right, I'll just show you some of my amigurumi. Here is Spider-Man, who was in a tragic accident. He was also in the accident, so he lost some of his limbs. Here's Baby Yoda. He lost an arm. I didn't sew his arm on because I didn't want to work with a little teeny tiny hook. Put his arm back in. So if you take off his little robe, his arms come off. Look how cute he is, though. Look how cute he is. Baby Yoda. This is not Baby Yoda. And he came out okay. Could have been better. There's a little cat. This is genuinely a no-sew pattern. A lot of the patterns, not a lot, but a few I've read said it's a no-sew pattern. And then Tenley kind of put a comment in there about what you might have said, unless it was inappropriate. Some of the patterns you read say that it is no-sew, and then you're reading the directions and it says I'll sew it together. So that doesn't make any sense. This is genuinely no-sew, and it's just a little kitty cat. And it would probably be better to make it without the variegated yarn, just so you can see the pattern better. And then here are these little things. And I found the pattern for this on Pinterest a long time ago. Ah, the Kentucky girl! How's it going, man? Kentucky Fried Chicken! We used to have those restaurants, and they were so cool. Go into KFC, sit down, have your mashed potatoes. How's it going, man? Thanks for coming back. So I forgot where I found the pattern was, and I spent a lot of time, and I recreated the pattern. And then I found it on Pinterest, because Pinterest can be quite addictive. And I went off of Pinterest for a number of years, because sometimes you're on Pinterest, and you're on there for hours and hours and hours. So these are my little amigurumis. I don't make them too often because it's hard on my hands. But look how cute. It's got a little tail. That's just a cluster stitch. Here's a little, there's a little flower. Can't see it, the light's too bright. Ah, thank you. Okay, so I'm going to put back my little turtle. He's going to go in. Here's my little ghosty ghost. I did this for one of my videos. I can't remember. And here's a crocheted heart. I do have a buy me a cup of coffee. And I do have Cash App, which I feel weird for having, but buy me a cup of coffee. I don't have any products on there. Now, you can buy me a cup of coffee without buying a product, but I feel like if you buy me a cup of coffee, you should at least get something, right? So I'm trying to think of things that I can easily mail that will not be terribly expensive. Pumpkin Bear, going to put him together. Anyway. Oh my God, right? You could just be on there for hours and hours planning your life, looking at stuff, and it's just like it's down a rabbit hole. And so it was just funny because then I was like, I looked at this bear, I recreated the pattern by just looking at it, writing it down, and then I go on Pinterest and it's right there. Forgot that I was on it. Ah, thank you for subbing. I appreciate you. I am going to do a meet and greet when I get to 250, and then I said that before yesterday's live stream when I was at 249, and I got off when I was at 259, so I really got to do a meet and greet. I will do a meet and greet somewhere here in Phoenix. I will plan for nobody to show up, so when no one shows up, I will not be sad. I'm back because I saw a video once on someone who did a meet and greet, and I think they were from TikTok or Instagram, could have even been Twitter, back when Twitter was Twitter. And they were so excited, they had like, say, 10,000 subs, like they had in the thousands. And they did a meet and greet, and they prepared for it, and they were so excited, and like nobody showed up. And I think that's because people don't realize that just because you have people that follow you online, these people do not necessarily live where you live or are going to travel to see you. Because, I'm just saying. So I'm going to prepare for nobody to see me. I might get some of my former students. I did stop substitute teaching on Thursday. And I am going to, okay, I'm going to have to roll this up into a ball. Okay, oh, here we go. I'm going to roll it into a ball anyway. I stopped substitute teaching here in Phoenix. In Phoenix, it's already an interesting demographic because we have a lot of English language learners, and the school I'm in is primarily Spanish. But we do have other countries, so we have, there are other languages that are spoken in Phoenix, so you will have students that have, don't speak English and they don't speak Spanish, and that can be quite stressful for them because I think our school is primarily Hispanic, so a lot of the kids speak Spanish. Anyway, blah blah blah. Student behavior is just, and the school I work at, the district I used to work at, I was there for about 4 years because during COVID, the government gave schools extra money, so I had a job as a permanent substitute in the building, and I was able to stay in the same place, and because of COVID, the pay rate for substitutes went up. If you have a college degree and you say you can't find a job, be a substitute. It's not great. You will be abused. It will be unfriendly. You will go home going, but like I would be paid $160 a day, but you can have a 45-minute lunch and you have a 45-minute prep. And if you're a day-to-day sub, you don't have anything to do during your prep. That's like where teachers grade papers and make copies and stuff. So out of your 8-hour day, an hour and a half of it, you're not working, which is an extra half hour if you were at a regular job, but you're getting paid for the whole day. And then when you go home, you don't have any, that's it. The gig is done. The gig is done. And there's such a shortage for teachers that, like I said, if you have a college degree, 4-year degree, or if you're in school, I think, for education, they will let you have a substitute license, or if you have a 4-year college degree. Anyway. So the school district I worked for was just a really nice group of kids. Very nice. The kids are kids, and every generation thinks the generation that's coming up after them is god awful horrible. And I kind of think the same thing. But kids are just a product of whatever environment or whatever current trend of parenting is. And I really think, even though I'm on social media right now, that social media has really severely negatively affected young people, because for a number of reasons. And I think one of the things is that it's like when you watch the TV show and you see like the show Friends and they have this gorgeous apartment. That is not realistic. That is TV. They do explain it in one episode why they have a gorgeous apartment. But social media makes young people think that life is easy and that things will come to them easy and that they don't have to try hard to be successful. And that is very, very wrong. It is very difficult. Life is horrible. Life's a huge bummer for most of us, right? I mean, I don't know who lives a charmed life. I don't know who just gets up and goes to a job they love and lives in a nice, gorgeous apartment where, you don't have any, or you own a house and your house is perfect and nothing ever happens. Your air conditioning doesn't break in the middle of the summer and you can't afford to get it fixed. Let me drink some more coffee. I noticed this year, though. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. And then they're like, okay, well, the kids have trauma. The kids have trauma because of COVID, or, they're working class, which means, they're poor. And I say that, and, people think that being poor, when someone calls you poor, that it's an insult to you. It's not an insult. A lot of people are poor. There's nothing wrong with being poor. That has nothing to do with that's just your life condition. That has something to do about you personally, right? Middle class people aren't automatically better than you just because they're middle class. It just means they have more money than you. Anyway, but so you talk about everything on here is like the kids have trauma, the kids have a hard, yeah, that is not new. Trauma is not new. Having a crappy, I'm going to swear, a shitty childhood, that's what being a child is. Everybody has trauma from being in the childhood, but to make teachers have to address it at school so much because parents are not wanting to parent because perhaps, maybe, they're too involved with social media. They're too involved with making sure that they look like they are not, like I'm going to dress in all designer clothes even though I can't feed my kids now. Stuff like that. But I understand kids have trauma. Trauma needs to be dealt with, but it's not like it's new. And if anything, it's a little bit better now to be a kid. I mean, being a child is the absolute worst, most dangerous part of your life. That's the truth. So they're like, you have to be understanding. And it's like, all right, I can be understanding, but when you have kids that just absolutely straight up will not do work for you, I can't do it as a long-term sub. So yeah, the thing. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. I can't do okay, 2, 4, 6. I'm gonna just make I'm gonna do a little amigurumi dog or something. I don't know what we're gonna do. And as a day-to-day sub, I'd be like, yeah, whatever, man, whatever. But if I'm doing a long term where I'm as a substitute and I want the kids to do well, and I want the kids to listen to me because, I have some life experience about how one day everything's fine, and then the next day everything is not fine anymore, and you are in a huge mess due to no fault of your own. And they just laugh and giggle, and it's just very frustrating. And then the behavior, though, this year was just really interesting. Because, thank you for agreeing with me. If you don't agree with me, put it in there. But kids have always been like this, which is true. Kids have always been challenging and difficult at school. When I say kids, I mean middle school. Middle school has always been that. But kids today seem to think that everybody is their equal. And they're not. When I was in school, ew, gross. Why would you want to talk to a teacher, let alone bully the teacher? Teachers were like, they were just off limit, but you just were like, that's like going to church and being rude to the priest. They're above you. They're just up here somewhere, like with your parents, teachers, the doctors, the nurses. Now they think everybody's right here. We're all equal. We're all on the same level, and they will talk to you like you're the same age as them, or that you are a peer. Or they will say things to you. Oh my God, you wore that shirt yesterday. Why are you talking to me like that? Right. But I had students. The class was calm. Everything was calm. And then it's dismissal time, and within 15 seconds, one person just plowed into another. That person plowed into another. That person fell back and hurt their wrist. Just off the chain like that, off the chain. And these are adult-sized children. These are kids in 6th grade that are, I'm 5 feet tall. There's like 5'8" tall kids. These are kids that weigh upwards, I would say, 100, like they're adult-sized kids. And it's kind of, it's unsafe. We had girls, well, whatever. They're just sitting there, and all of a sudden someone says something wrong, and all of a sudden it's a knockdown, breakdown brawl, and you want teachers to get involved with that? Hey, man, I'm not doing nothing. If there's kids fighting in front of me, good luck with that. I'm not jumping in there. I'm an old, rickety person. I'm not getting hurt. And, yeah, but one other thing I saw was students starting to pick up our desks. Our desks are very, very lightweight. If any, they weigh maybe, I would say less than 5 pounds. So the desks are very easily moved around. There's no books in them to weigh them down, which is what I used to do in the past. But I saw someone pick up a desk, and I just have a memory of being at a school where kids would put the desk on top of their head and spin it around. And I was like, oh my God, I am never going back to that district. All here in Phoenix. And I've substituted probably in 12 different districts all over the valley. Anyway, so just the behavior is, I don't know, it's just that the kids have no self-control. And when I don't mean all of them, obviously, it's just some of them. And it makes teaching very unpleasant. So, and then I'm in 6th grade, and I'm actually was having to teach 2nd grade content. And I can't do it. Kids they'll say, oh, I didn't learn that. It's like, yeah, you did. You just don't remember it, because now everything is kind of like short-term memory, not even short-term, like you watch something for 30 seconds, it's gone. Your brain can't even process when you watch that stuff that fast. I don't know. So, you try and tell them, the kids, to like do better and stuff, and they don't believe you. Why should they believe you? Why should they believe you? And I'm going to hazard to say that if you have young parents, your parents probably do not value an education anymore. So you get conflicting things. It used to be go to school, get good grades, go to college, get a good job. And now it's like you can't afford college. College is worthless. What's the point of getting good grades? And grades literally don't matter. You fail somebody, don't even remember the last time someone failed a grade. That's education. So anyway, someone put something in here so I can talk about it and not be depressed and see that there are no people watching. Is that true? Ben Kern, have you seen any Jared Farver art therapy? No, I haven't. Is that someone I need to go see? I will be honest with you. I have multiple health challenges, I want to say disabilities, that keep me from doing pretty much anything if I'm working. So I'm kind of excited that I'm not working. I'm not going to work. I'm going to retire right now, and I'll start receiving benefits in November. And if the benefit amount is correct, it's a lot more than I was expecting, and I can live on, I'm not bragging. Okay, I'm not bragging, but I can live on $22,000 a year. What? Aren't you jealous? Because I don't have a car. And I can't do anything. I'm too tired. And it's a huge bummer. So I would like to go see some. Sorry, there was something sketchy going on outside. I would like to go to a museum, because that seems like just walking around, and it would be not too stressful. So I do want to going to some museum. Jared Farver art there in the Phoenix area. Unless he's a graffiti artist, because there's some cool graffiti art. Thank you for that suggestion. So I'm going to try and do first. I don't even know what it is. First Friday. First Friday. Lived here for 24 years. Have never done anything on First Friday. I didn't used to be horribly like this, but then the kids were little, and my husband, who has since passed, was very sick, time-consuming, so I didn't get to do anything. Oh, in the Scottsdale area. Okay, cool. Yeah, my daughter works in Old Town Scottsdale. I don't do it. Seriously, I don't do anything. I think I've been in Scottsdale 3 times. Old Town, yeah. So I will. Thank you. Actually, I'm going to write that down so I don't forget. Can I write it down? Just get it. Jared Farmer. I will think of, who's that actor? Jon Favreau. He was on Friends, and now he's big. He's a big guy, and he does the Hangover movies, I think. He was the director of that. I'll think of him, and it'll remind me. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. If I weren't on camera, I would already be done with this, but I'm talking and I have to keep count. Anyway, thank you for that suggestion. Do you enjoy his art? Are you suggesting it, or are you suggesting I don't see it? It's funny. So, yeah, that was one reason why I don't know what I was saying. I lost my train of thought there. Sorry, I will not sing because I do not have a good voice. Anyway, yeah. Okay. He is a friend of mine from Kansas. Oh, cool. All right. Kansas. I was talking about Kansas yesterday, the Plains states. So what is fun? So what is something fun to do in Kansas? In Gilbert. Okay. I say Gilbert because Gilbert just seems very far away to me. Because it was. I used to be in real estate. As my health declined, my income declined with it. But I used to be in, in property management. The most prestigious, I'm being facetious, part of real estate. But I was really quite good at it. Anyway, Gilbert is just out there because Gilbert is way past Chandler. So it's very, very, I got to look on the map. It's very, very east of this great city of Phoenix. So someone asked yesterday what you could do that's fun in Ohio. And all I could think of was like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But there's all kinds of stuff. Could you do it? Kansas City. Yes, Kansas City is known for its barbecue, right? I only know that because of an episode of Roseanne where they made a trip to Kansas City for the barbecue and for something else. Roseanne is an old show from the 1980s, and then they brought it back, called it The Connors or something, and then Roseanne said something rude and she got canceled. So yeah. Anyway, it's every state in our union has something fun and exciting to do in it. So if you're ever planning a trip, you really never even have to leave our country if you're an American, you know? Okay, so I'm going to count again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Right on, man. I did it. There's nothing in Western Kansas. Hi, crazy. Nothing to what? Yeah, I was going to say it's just farmland, right? So, excuse my note. Excuse me. All right, so now I'm going to go up here. How big do I want this to be? Yeah, we'll just keep going. All right. Yeah, man. Did I drive through Kansas? I drove from Ohio to Phoenix. I don't we went such a boring drive. Oh my God. There were some parts of the drive that were so flat and so straight that if you fell asleep and your alignment was not out of order, you could wake up a half hour later to be on the same road. Really, yeah, not a good trip. All right, so I am going to do another row here, and then I'm going to put some eyes on here, I think. I don't know. We'll see how it looks. So, yeah. So I'm excited because I don't have to get up for work tomorrow, so that's so nice. And I am probably not going to work again maybe until next calendar year. I go to Colorado every time I try to dust it, but it's worth it. Oh, hi, BR Highlights. Hi. Hello, hello, and hello. How are you? Colorado is supposed to be incredibly beautiful. I would love to live in the mountains. We call our, the foothills around here, we call them mountains, but they're really foothills. I would love to live in like Colorado, Montana, where the mountains are. But I have fibromyalgia, and that's like one of the worst places for me to be is the cold, damp. I forget. How old am I? How dare you? I'm whatever age you want me to be. Just joking. I am 6'0". I'm in pretty good lighting right now. I look a little bit green. Whatever. Because I am green. I'm Italian, and some of the lighting that I use. Oh, I forgot to put a sweater on. No wonder I'm cold. I put the air conditioning down so I can wear a sweater on camera. Forgot to put it on. Anyway. I have always looked younger than my age, and it has been honestly confusing life because I am treated the age that people think that I am. And when I first started substitute teaching, I am single, but I am not available for marriage or for dating unless you subscribe. Just joking, even if you subscribe. Sorry, man. I'm dedicated to my widowhood because I'm cashing in on my widow benefits. When my husband died, there was no life insurance. My husband had I'm going to stand up now. I'm wearing shorts. And you're going to see my big belly. Okay. Maybe you'll see it. I don't know. I'm going to just get a sweater because I'm... Oh, ow. Caught my foot under that. Okay. Okay. And my door's open because I have a security screen, which is so nice. So I can have my door open and be secure that no one's going to break into my apartment while I'm sitting here. And there. Is that pretty? Look how pretty that is. Gorgeous yarn. This is a gorgeous variegated yarn. Look how beautiful that is. Do you have a cat? What is a gat? If that's something of adult content, please don't explain to me what that means. I don't know what that means. Does that mean you want to send me money? You can send me money. Thank you. I don't need any money, though. But if you want to send me money for some reason, you can. Or you can buy me a cup of coffee. I could buy some yarn with it. Or cat food. My cats are very, very spoiled from COVID when it was hard to buy good cat food. I mean, you know. I do have a cat. Don't you love autocorrect? I have 3 cats. So I have one cat, she's sleeping on the couch right next to me. And I have the mom and 2 of her kittens. They're all like 10 years old. Oh my God, what happened? I scratched my face. That's how sensitive my skin is. Okay, whatever. And then the mom cat's sitting in the doorway enjoying looking out through there and being able to smell everything. I live in the state of Arizona. What state do you live in? Or are you I'm going to assume you're American since you're asking what state I live in. Because I do have people from other countries that come on here, and it's very exciting because I don't know. I just think, Americans are we're so insulated here because of geography, obviously. But also because our country is so big, you literally you don't even have to leave our country to see cool places. New York. You live in the city or you live upstate? Where do you live? Do you live by the Bubble Boy? That's a Seinfeld reference. You're welcome. Thank you. I don't know why I said that. My goal today is to try and get 5,000 views, and I don't think it's going to happen unless I do something extreme, like work on my arms again. Not in the city. Good. City's very expensive. That's a whole lifestyle too. So, yeah, it's expensive here. My apartment is very expensive. My apartment takes up more than 50% of my income, but because I don't do anything, literally don't do anything, I don't spend that much money. What will I do for two? You know, you got to put the dollar signs before, and it's $1 sign. Sorry, I'm a teacher. I got fuss on my hands right now. I'm a teacher, and the kids write like that. It's super annoying. Anyway, we are not doing academic writing here. We are doing casual writing, so I should not say anything. What will I do for $200? Substitute for a day? Make you a scarf? If you mean adult content, yeah, that's kind of a stream. So please, if that's what you want, then just go away, go somewhere else. Go. Or you can buy a product. Send me $200 and a cup of coffee, and I'll send you one of these guys. Where'd they go? Don't yell. You're going to scare one of the kids. Where'd the little animals go? I'll send you a little amigurumi for $200. I'll send you some little bears. I would definitely eat a Klondike bar for $200. What would you do for a Klondike bar? Sorry, I didn't mean to sing. Don't have a good voice. Thank you. Yeah, man. I don't know. Oh. I hope that wasn't open. Okay. So I started doing YouTube because I thought my Social Security income was going to be a lot lower. And I thought maybe I could possibly get monetized, which now I realize I can start selling merchandise or my products online when I get to 500 subscribers. But I can get... you still have to have 1,000 to get monetized. So I thought I would do YouTube to kind of supplement my income because I don't want to leave my house. And now I find out that I don't even have to do YouTube. So I'm just doing this for fun. So not really money motivated on here. So yeah. Anyway, what would you do for $200? Is that why you're asking me? What would you do for $200? It's interesting what people will do for money. Okay, so now I have to concentrate here for a minute when I go around the corner. Where is the beginning? Usually you put a marker in here. I don't like using markers because I usually don't have to. All right, let me count. That looks weird. Now I have that Klondike song in my name. What is the scariest experience teaching? I had a genuine, I think, psychotic parent came up to the school, and it was so bad. This parent, their family was very, very toxic, and in fact, they got fired from our school because they were not in our homebound. Okay, they were in open enrollment, which means they did not live within our boundaries. So the school did not have to accept them. They were the whole family, and it was like 2 moms and their kids and cousins and all that. Dude, you're going too fast. We've never had a school shooter. We have had SWAT on our campus, and we did have a live lockdown because some idiot was fleeing from the police and pulled into a school parking lot. Duh. So we had to do a live lockdown. It was not a drill. And I think it was during recess. It was really quite distressing to the students and to the teachers. Because, we do our drills based on at times of the day where it's not going to be recess and it's not going to be where kids will be traveling around campus. It'll be at a time where kids are in their rooms unless they're like using the restroom or something. So the person was considered armed and dangerous. I don't know if they actually were. So depending on where you were on campus, you could have looked out your window and actually saw a SWAT guy with the rifle and everything. So that was very stressful to some students. And then other kids didn't see anything. And the man had come onto our campus. I think he just jumped a fence and then was in an easement area, and then he was in someone's backyard. So no, I've never had. That was probably the scariest day, but it really wasn't scary, except yeah. So yeah. But we do have school shootings all the time, which is crazy. And if anyone's been in part of a school shooting experience, I'm sorry that you had to go through that. Okay, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 20. Okay, so I made a mistake. I made a boo-boo. Okay, just fix it. Move on with your life. Okay. So, yeah. Okay. So this is what I'm doing as I'm chit-chatting with you. I am working on a new amigurumi. And I don't like to do this kind of work too often because I have arthritic fingers. And I left my pink arthritis gloves at my daughter's house. And I don't want to buy another pair, but I think I'm going to have to buy another pair. Because, yeah, whatever. All right, so here it is. And now I'm going to start coming down and making the circle part. Well, I think you can tell you know what a circle is. Anyway. Just a car door. Forgot my door was open. Is anyone here? No one's here. Anyway. Okay, so I'm gonna finish my coffee now that it's cold. Okay, so I also have these cool magnets, and to put look at my nail clippers. I'm not giving you the finger. Nail clippers and my scissors. Just happen to be here. These are nail scissors. Anyway, this is I don't know. Anyway, all right, we have kind of run out of comments. Hey man, I appreciate people being here, and I am going to do a quick row here. And I probably will just continue to stay on camera because I would like to, I don't know what I'm doing today. Actually, I'm in the middle of a really good book, so I don't know what I'm doing. Excuse me. And I keep looking in to see, I could see the little teeny tiny messages. And if I wear my glasses, I can't see it at all because of the glare. And now I feel too hot from wearing the sweater. This is an acrylic sweater, acrylic yarn, and it is quite warm. I work primarily with acrylic, and we'll be going into, I don't know, I'm going to do something with some bamboo grass yarn. I make my face because I'm not sure exactly. It's a type of wool. It's a natural fiber. All right, I got to go back here because I was talking too much. But when do you not talk? That's true. I talk all the time. All right, so let's go back. I'm just going to rip it out. Okay. Oh, you want to hear this? So I'm at school, and I go in to watch a classroom for a teacher. So she could use the restroom. And I was on my lunch. And so I was watching her room. And one of the kids looks at me and goes, oh, and we're actually friends on TikTok. Okay. Just funny. And she's in 2nd grade. Okay. And she looks at me and she goes, I see you on TikTok. And I said, oh, that's nice. And she goes, and she just indicates that she just scrolls by. And then she gives me a little snarky look. And I was like, oh, good. If you don't want to watch me, you don't have to watch me. You enjoy whatever your experience is online. And then she was so disappointed that she didn't hurt my feelings. Can't hurt my feelings, so. Anyway. All right, loves. Actually, I think I'm going to go because I'm running out of steam with talking, and I really want to kind of work on this. So I will come back on later on, um, probably in a live stream because I just really do not like scripting, and I really do like talking to people. So I'm going to go, and I'll probably be on later, and maybe I'll talk about this fantastic book I'm reading. And it's not really reading because I'm listening to it, but I think that still counts as reading. So, all right. Hey, thank you for being here. I appreciate everybody. And like I said, I'll probably do a live stream later, and it's going to be, hi, Katina. That's my cat. What happened? You want to come up here? Oh, my daughter's here. Bye. Did you guys have fun yesterday? I hope you did. Okay, I love you. I feel better today than I did yesterday. All right, I'm going to go, and I will be on later, and I will probably be working out. And if you want, you can watch because it's interesting. Okay, bye. Much thanks to everybody. Goodbye. Bye-bye. 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 Hi, Katina. Oh, okay. Katina's here. Want to lay with me?